everyone, and welcome to a simple tutorial on how to build your camp on the famous monorail in Fallout 76. I originally did a camp showcase of my own build here. If you'd like to see that video, I will display it at the end of this one. At first, when trying to make my own camp here, I wanted to use the 2x1 stairs to make the entrance as compact as possible, but after hours of trying to get it work, I couldn't find a way to do it whilst at the same time being able to edit the structure of the camp. I also really struggled to get the 2x1 stairs to snap into place the way I wanted them to, but that's not to say it can't be done. However, I lost patience with it and came up with a super easy method which allows you to place floors, walls, and still allows for them to be removed. If this method helps you out, please be sure to leave a like on this video and please consider subscribing. So here we have it, the monorail. Now, the location of the monorail will be on screen round about now. So in the build that I originally did, I build up right up where the arrow on the screen is now, pointing you exactly where you can go. You can build up into the archway just there, and right up as high as you want if you can play around with your camp and move it up as you go. But for this video, I'm going to be showing you how to build right at the bottom, just where the arrow is now, and then build your way up into that center bit, because for me that is the main bit to where you really want to build in. Now, to place your camp, there is a junk extractor right here, so if you want to include the junk extractor, you've got to be very careful of where you want to place your camp. For me, I don't really care about the junk extractor. It doesn't give you that much, to be fair, so this is where I would recommend you to put your camp. I'll put my camp right up in the corner just here. It allows you to build slightly higher. You can't go just back there. You can glitch your way into there, but you can't put your camp in there, unfortunately. So what you want to do is you want to put it in there, but for the purpose of this video, I'm just going to place it out here to show you can include the junk extractor in your build. So then what you want to do is you want to get the foundations, and the foundations you want to line up to the center of the entrance just above you and make it fit as closely to the wall as possible. So I made sure just as soon as I put it down, I got it pretty spot on first time to get it as close to it as possible. I'll put the light on as well so you guys can see, because it is a bit dark at the moment. Once you think you've got it in the right place, you've got to test to make sure the height and everything is alright. So to do that, I just used some walls to test the height of the foundation and make sure that you can get your stairs to the right point. Once you think it is at the right point, you want to then place the second foundation down like so, and then you've got to have a little play around to make sure you get the right height and the right angle to get your stairs going straight into the build. So these are the stairs you want to use. You want to use the single staircase. These ones don't involve any glitches, so anything you place after placing these, it'll be perfectly fine, it'll be nice and smooth, you'll be able to remove everything. It's not as great and compact as the 2x1s, but it looks fine in my opinion. You can have a play around with the entrance as well, so you don't need to do what I've done in my build where I just did back-to-back stairs going up, so it's just in a straight line going all the way up. You could have a little play around with that if you want, angle it to go around the corner, and all you'd have to do that is move the foundations around. As you can see, the height is alright on this one. It does need to be slightly higher, but the angle isn't great. So all you got to do now is have a quick little play around with the heights, adjust everything, and make sure your stairs are in the right position. This could take you a little bit of time, but it shouldn't take too long. It's just literally take down the stairs, move the foundations into place, make sure they're all in line, and then once you think they're in line, then you can go ahead from there. Right, so that is it for that. That is them in line. Now I'm going to show you where to place the floors and where it allows you to actually place them and where you can't place them. It can be very awkward building here with floors, but in my opinion it is best to have them. But obviously if you want to go for a completely rustic metal build and you're not bothered about having floors, then fair enough, don't use them, and you can just like trap the stairs into the actual monorail. That way it looks like they're attached to it. As you can see as well, there is a little gap on this time around. Like I said before though, if you want to decrease that gap like I did in my actual monorail build, all you got to do is have a little play around with the foundations, drop them a couple inches, and it will fit fine. Now inside here it can be really awkward. You're going to have to use the standard floors, the half floors, and the little quarter floors as well. This little section here, you can't actually build in whatsoever. You can't put a floor in there unless you can manage to move the floors slightly like behind you and manage to fit in like a quarter floor there, but it's extremely tight, so you will struggle. This section here as well is super hard to try and get anything in as well. I still haven't managed to actually crop anything into there, but if you move the floors over to your right towards inside, you will be able to get some in there, I would have thought. Over here as well, you can actually trap the floors underneath to make it look all nice and compact. When I did my build though, I kept it just a 1x1 going all the way through and put walls either side. But if you're not bothered about having walls and you want to have a nice open build but still have that wooden floor, you can do exactly what I'm doing here in the video and just put floors down to trap underneath all sides, and that will allow everything perfect. Now, one quick thing before this tutorial ends is, if you place the camp where I've placed it for this build here, you won't be able to build upstairs. The actual build area cuts you off. Well, that's for me anyways, but you might have a bigger builder area than me. I hope this tutorial has helped you out. If it has, be sure to leave a like on the video, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Goodbye.